Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna teach you guys how to effectively improve your Spanish listening skills. And as with all my language learning videos, you can use this methodology for all the languages. I mean, I learned English this way, I learned Spanish this way, and it works perfectly. So without further ado, let's dive right in. So if you want to practice listening, there are basically two ways. The first one is called extensive listening training, and the second one is called intensive listening training. I'm gonna explain what is extensive listening training first. But in my opinion, intensive listening training is actually what makes a difference. Extensive listening training means that you have to listen to as many materials as possible. You listen to podcasts, you watch TV series, movies, YouTube videos, TikTok videos, whatever. These are all called extensive listening training. And what it does is that it can expose you to a lot of materials. It can help build up your vocabulary in general, and it can immerse you in this language environment. And gradually your brain is gonna pick up the patterns so that it processes this language faster, so that you react to this language faster as well. It's more than just listening training. It also helps build up this language system in your brain. So this is what extensive listening training does, and it's significant in language learning. But on the other hand, this is what I actually mentioned in my last video. For a lot of people, when they do extensive listening training, some people just play it as a white noise in the background. Do they listen? Yes, they do. Do they pick up words from time to time? Yes, they do. But are they 100% focused on the material that they're listening to? No, they're not, because they are doing something else while they're listening to that. Even when you watch a movie or a TV series, your brain at the same time is also processing the plots. I'm gonna link my other video here if you want to dive deeper on. And let's keep talking about how to practice listening intensively. So what you do is you're gonna listen to the same material for several times, and that's very important. So for the first time, try to get the gist of the material. And what you're gonna do next is play that material again, but pause it at the end of every single sentence and write down word by word. There's no slacking off here. As you are writing it down, you're gonna realize that there are small words that you do not catch. So you're gonna go back and play that sentence again and again for as many times as you need in order to write down the whole sentence. And if there are just words that you cannot make out, or like you don't know what that word is, just leave the blank there and then move on to the next sentence. And you're gonna do this for the whole material. And this is why I would suggest you start from something shorter, because if it's too long, you're gonna lose your patience. And step 3 is to actually open the script, and you're gonna compare the script with what you've written and see what are the parts that you get wrong and what are the words in these blanks that you are not able to catch when you listen to it. So I just want to briefly show you guys how this can be done. So all you need is a piece of paper, simple, a pen. The most important thing is you need to prepare some listening material that comes with a transcript. The transcript is the most important part of this practice. It's the essence, because you're gonna have to know what are the words that you do not get from this dictation practice. So I'm just gonna use this listening clip from Las Claves. This is what I use for my Dele C1 preparation. It comes with transcript. It is important to have it, but don't cheat and don't peek. So first of all, you're gonna listen to this audio once from the beginning to the end, so that you know what this audio is more or less about. But if you don't wanna do it, I think it's fine. I'm gonna just skip the first part to save the time, and let's just start from the dictation part. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna pause after every single sentence, and you're gonna write down word by word what you hear from that audio. So for example,
Actividad 1. D. El concepto de belleza ha ido variando a lo largo de las distintas etapas de la historia.
Okay, so when you listen to this, apparently it's too long and you can't remember what he just said. So maybe just listen to half of the sentence first. Let's go back.
El concepto de belleza ha...
It says, el concepto de belleza. By the way, this is also a perfect way to practice spelling, because when you type things, you may not realize that, but when you actually write it down, you're gonna realize how bad your spelling is.
Y las mujeres, por su parte, peso y unas proporciones saludables.
So apparently we're not gonna listen to this whole thing here in this video. I've written down a few sentences here, and you see here, okay, I didn't really get this word. I'll just leave a blank there. Or if maybe the second time I heard something, I'll just like add something here. So we listen to the same part for several times, and you've written down this paragraph. And then maybe after all this, you're gonna listen to this whole thing again, you know, just to double check what you've written. So now you're gonna open that transcript and just compare what you've written with the transcript. And then I see, oh, okay, the part that I didn't get is this word called lucid. So for word like lucid, this is a word that I do not know. Even if I could probably write it down based on this pronunciation, I have no idea what that means, and it's not going to be helpful for our listening comprehension. When you do this exercise, you're going to want to find out why you are not able to tell what you've just listened. Is it because of a word that you do not know, like the word lucid? Or maybe it's because you're not familiar with their pronunciation. Anyway, so we're gonna go back to the main video where I explain more about this. This is just me showing you how this can be done. Really, it doesn't look at my handwriting, it's awful. What matters here is speed. And this is how you learn. Like if you listen to this material maybe 3 times or 4 times, and then you see this word here, and then you would analyze, debían lucir grandes caderas, and you say, oh, what does this word mean? And now you also know how to use lucid, in what context, what are the words that can go with it. So this is a practice that guarantees so many birds with just one stone. And then you're going to be very honest and analyze why you are not able to catch that word. So the main reasons might be maybe it's just a word that you've never seen, you've never heard of, that you simply do not know the word. So this gives you a chance to learn the vocabulary itself. Secondly, see if there are words that you actually know but you are not able to write it down. Ask yourself why you are not able to tell the word when you listen to it. Is it because you are not familiar with its pronunciation? Or maybe you've pronounced the word in the wrong way yourself. Your brain listens to your pronunciation all the time. So when it hears the right version of pronunciation, your brain cannot really make the connection that what it just heard is a word that you've always been pronouncing wrong. So you can also use this chance to see if you can improve your pronunciation as well. And third case is maybe your pronunciation is fine, and it's just because the speaker talks too fast, or maybe the speaker swallows some of the syllables in that word. And this is where you're going to familiarize yourself with the pronunciation of a native speaker and familiarize yourself with different accents. So after you've analyzed the reason why this happens, you're going to play that material one more time without looking at anything. Then this time, listen to it very attentively. And I guarantee you, after you listen to it for so many times, you are going to pick up a lot of things that you did not pick up for the first time. So when you listen to that one more time, and you're gonna say, okay, now I hear it. Okay, this is how they pronounce it. And this is how you can actually improve your listening skills. And you don't necessarily have to burn yourself out by doing this every single day. I mean, you can, but that's a lot. Maybe do it twice a week or only during the weekend. And this is a step that's indispensable while you practice listening, because a lot of the times what makes a difference to what that speaker is saying are the small words that you are not able to catch. And if you're only listening to different listening materials, as pleasant and enjoyable as it might be, it may not help you improve your listening skills in a short period of time. And when I practice for Dele C1 exam, this helps me tremendously. So if you want to be serious about Spanish or any language, you have to try this method, and this is gonna get you there a lot faster. Even though this process could be a little painful, I'm gonna be honest, but this is what it takes to actually learn the language well. So yeah, I hope this video helps, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!